This is day number 154, which means that we're ending week 22. And I was thinking about doing a summary on where we are right now and where we're heading towards. So I'm gonna move to full screen. I'm logging in today for the first time. And you can see that my power is up quite a lot, 7.3 million. This puts me in third position in total, with 7.6 million in reality because my formation is different. And you can also see that I'm keeping up with the second place. And that's as far as I can go currently because the first place player is a donator. Now, how high of a donator, I don't know, because it doesn't write it here. And I cannot even see it among the friends. So if you check out the friends, there you can see who logged in and when. For example, Mr. Pete 18 minutes ago. His VIP level is not here. He's just not spending diamonds like crazy, which means that we're both level 91. We're gonna reach level 92 around the same place. So I would assume between VIP 4 and 6. Now, what's interesting is Winry, remember our very, well, not too smart opponent, is now has upgraded his VIP level to VIP 7, and he's lagging behind me with a whopping 1.6 million in power. Now, I figured out the key to his strength. The key to his strength is that he has 2 Divine Heralds. And what this means for Divine Heralds is that when he has 2 Divine Heralds, I read the text, he's gonna get some bonus. But where that bonus lies exactly, I would have to look it up again because it's quite a lot of text. The most important thing is that as soon as you have 2 items at the same time, or 2 Divine Heralds, oh, and now I know where it is. If you have 2 Divine Heralds at the same time on the battlefield, and this is not public information in there. This is only public information if you have the unit itself. So in the skills or relevance, where is it? So if you have 2 Divine Heralds in total, then they increase your damage and damage reduction. I would just like to see where exactly, because that's not it's not that straightforward at the moment to see. So if I check the unit stats, here you can see the basic stats. And regarding the unit, no comments. This is just the basic data. You can have emblem, talent, and skin. Skin doesn't really matter unless we get to 6 stars, which is like quite a long way. And here in skill, you see like quite a lot of like local updates. So for example, in 5 stars, Disease Seal will be unlocked. Now it's not unlocked yet. Good to know that increases tenacity of friendly order units by 75, unit damage and so on. Okay, so this is straightforward. Now what about this one? Defense by 30%, unit damage reduction 50% for the unit. So it's kind of invincible. And basically that's it. Let's see the third skill. It might be the faction special skill, we'll see. Let's see the third skill. It's just a bit harder to... So increase final battle angel's tenacity by 600. After receiving high moral curse and most control effects are removed. For 8 seconds. Okay. Now let's see the fourth one. Healing effect by 20%, 25% block value 400. you see that these are once again local spells. But also permanently increases their unit damage reduction. So after casting Resurrection, friendly units are immune to damage for 4 seconds. Increases unit damage reduction, attack speed by 25% for 15 seconds in total. You see, these are important information. So there you go. Now what about this? This is a domain issue. So when the domain forms, increases friendly order union units elemental attack and elemental defense by whatever percent. So here you can see that there are quite a few extra information for domain as well. Let's see, faction special skill. This is red. You can choose one of these. Castle units. So all castle units receive some extra bonuses. Okay. And now we would need to find some more information on Battle Angel, but so far it's not that straightforward. You can also go to, let's say, Order Guild, and there check out the Divine Herald. You're gonna get to the same screen. Okay. So if we go to the formation screen, so let's open the formation screen. You can see that Final Battle Angel is usually part of my main formation. We can argue where to put the this unit. Whether this unit is in the backup or in the front, because if it's in the backup, I still have an archer, and my archer is the strongest unit with 400k in total. So this is all interesting, and now I know where the information was. It was in the formation. So you see legendary. This is where Windry's strength is coming from. So level 1, 2 types. Increases the unit damage and unit damage reduction of all of your units by 5% each. You get 2 legendary units, which are Divine Heralds. You get damage and damage reduction bonus for everyone. If you have 4, you get 10%. This is a relatively significant part of his strength. And this is coming from the roster, so that you know. Okay, I chose not to deploy war machines. I will show you how war machines work in another video and how to upgrade them. This is coming. Okay, we get a Lucky Snatch week, which I'm not investing in. I figured out that in some of the videos or some of the forums, people refer to Lucky Snatch as Lucky Scam. I have my own opinion on it. There is a video on it. So we got 77 diamonds for free. Not worth spending at the moment because we only have 32k diamonds. Okay, sign-in rewards are mandatory every single day. There you go. We got 5 of this unit. Soon gonna be upgraded with some bonuses. Now, I told you where Windry's strength is coming from. I'm also gonna show you where his weakness is coming from. I was digging a bit more deeply into what is going on. Attack 900, defense 808. So 909, 808. Let's see ourselves. Attack, instead of 909, 1248. And instead of 808, we have 1213. And why is this happening? It's happening because I refresh Hero Mastery every single day. So, Mastery, here it is. Here I'm getting some bad extra skill, but the issue is that I cannot refresh this because I cannot lock any of these. Windry with his VIP 7 can lock 2, and he's still not making use of this skill, that he can refresh 2 of these masteries. It would be so easy. I would just lock the first 2 and I refresh until I get at least a blue thumbs up or 2 global blues. So this is not happening for him, and he's not collecting heroes either. Or even if he collected heroes, he just doesn't care about them at all. Because here you can see that most of my heroes contribute. For example, here is Rashka. Yeah, attack, it's not the best altogether, so it's worth a refresh, right? But the refresh is not paying off. I cannot refresh more because I need to use this for events to save diamonds. But either way, as soon as we get something more, we will solve this increase for attack and defense even further. Now, the issue is that we need to prioritize attack, then defense, and spell power knowledge doesn't matter that much. So he's not doing this. Another way to get extra attack and defense is here. Now I'm saving this for better spells. This spell, Death Ripple, is not really compatible with my skill set, so I'm saving the extra spells. And here, as you unlock spells, you get extra attack, defense, spell power, knowledge. Unfortunately, I had to unlock some air type spells. This contributed to the spell power knowledge upgrade. It doesn't really help much, but the attack defense does. So you see, that's another way. Now let's see our status right now in the arena. So I'm right now 4th, because Sedokan is still 1st after 22 weeks. I don't even know when he last logged in. Let's look at it. So I'll send the extra energy. So let's see, friends on this server. We'll need to scroll way down. 32, 42, 62. When did he last log in? Here it is. 94 days ago. That's a long time. So out of 154, he only played like 60 something days. It's not much. And still, he's 1st in the arena. And I cannot even get close to him. Now, if you check the report, the Winry hasn't attacked us, but last time he did. Here he is. He's trying, but he's failing. And the reason why he's so strong is that he has the Divine Heralds, he has the Commander and Champions. But it's kind of random, so the units themselves are strong, alone. But the units are not that synergic in general. And this is why he just cannot beat me. Even here. He's trying hard, obviously, this is quite close. After his upgrade he thinks that he's really close, but in reality he's relatively far. And one more thing is that I'm quite certain that he buffed himself with some from the King store. Let's see this one again. So there you can see this is a bit farther. So he made some improvements, yet his performance got worse. It's not because of the improvements, it's because of the luck element. Sometimes he gets lucky, sometimes he gets unlucky. I got lucky at times as well. So that's the current status. Now another place that I'm still pursuing is this one. You can see that I got beaten. Usually what I do is I check out who beat me. And the person who beat me was Mr. Pete. I usually retaliate straight away. But this time it seems like that he got knocked out as well. And I'll collect the rewards, obviously. Diamonds take priority for climbing up the ladder. So this means that what I'm gonna do is that I will stay here until close to the end of the day, and then I'll take back my position. It's not gonna be hard because these are all EU 266 players from the guild Alpha. So they have 1 week advantage, and some of them are high in terms of VIP. This is a VIP 14, I think. So that's that. And let's see the guild itself. Here you can see who logged in and when. usually in case of Winry, his pattern is that if he has donated 0 so far, he's gonna come back for the days, so sometime later. So it seems like he's taking the game a bit more seriously this week, which is expected after the purchase, but he's not doing that well. So okay, it's time to spend our 350 energy. Also, first thing after logging in, when I don't explain the current status, is this. I don't even wait for the butler to do this, because in some cases you need some other activities before being able to call the butler on doing this thing. So sometimes you might want to optimize. So okay, this is good because we're quite close to 184k, which is a significant upgrade again in terms of the number of resources that we get. So that's one thing, and when I'm high on energy, then I just purchase the 3 unit and the 20 unit and just go and sweep. Let's see if we can. No, not yet. So sweep, 14 in total, and we get the dust. And this is a new game element that we have to use the dust. In the arsenal, Eternal Crown. You see that everything is number 4. Now we want to collect approximately 400 more dust to get this to level 5, and then we can upgrade all units. This is the name of the game. Battle formation, I keep on collecting this every single day, although I'm quite tight on resources. Usually, your best bet is to activate the corners, because otherwise you will spend these units, so for example here marksman, on other purposes, which blocks your progress. So usually doing this first makes sense. And how do you know which ones to upgrade? What is going on? Oh yeah, here it is. So for example here gargoyle is needed. So how do you know which one to upgrade? In my case I can upgrade 4 in total. That makes sense to me. It's the factions and guilds that you play. So for example, for me, how you can figure it out is I'm playing order. So you go to tarot cards, you check order, castle, tower, and rampart alternative awakening and fortress alternative awakening. I haven't maxed the bottom 2 out, but the top 2 is obviously being focused. But I'm expanding in terms of fortress as well. And how am I expanding? If you check out my awakening stats, Hydra is a fortress unit. We will see. Now, the problem is that I won't be able to use Hydra much, because it's using the same resource as the one that I'm using in the barracks. Because you see, I keep on purchasing units in the barracks every single day. And this dragon blood, this red crystal, Angel, Paladin, and then Hydra are gonna compete for the same resource. And that's a problem, because now I'm prioritizing Angel, then I'll prioritize Paladin, and then comes Hydra, who knows when, maybe in half a year. So, regardless, I just make sure that I keep on spending. Another thing that I haven't decided, and this is interesting, here I have some room for growth, is the the backup. You see that there are multiple types of backup formations that can be unlocked for some diamonds. I haven't bothered investing in this, and I keep on getting these spell scrolls from events. But I'm not upgrading, because it might happen that I'll need to go somewhere else. Now, which one to use? That's a good question. I would normally see that Hunt in the Forest is the best one, because I cannot do much with my archer anyway. And these 2 range units are protected by a charger unit that is usually strong enough. And if I put this in the top row, and I have a defense unit in the top row, the charger has a chance to break behind the enemy lines, which is good. And if the charger unit doesn't break, that's option B, then the 2 archers are protected by obviously defensive units. So this is not a bad formation. This is what I'm aiming for. It will take a while. I'll test it on my main account. So you see, this is a highly strategic game with a lot of options. One thing I didn't do perfectly is this horn. You need to go to this horn every single day, because you get diamonds by default. And whether to spend these things in the shop or not spend them, that's another question. It's on demand whenever you're looking for something specific. So here, for example, I have 76 tokens, maybe worth getting the 5, but it might happen that I need Astro Silver faster. Doesn't look like it. Or it might happen that I will need gold keys for the Sunday event, because there is going to be a new Sunday event. The game is evolving. And there I heard that we need up to 9 gold keys. So hoarding this makes sense. I'm not in a hurry to improve. I mean, sure, there are threats. For example, Windry can open his wallet and upgrade from VIP 7 to VIP 12. Can I do anything about it? Not much, because it doesn't depend on me how much he opens his wallet. Only thing that depends on me is to stay consistent, and I will beat him anyway in the long run. In the short run, who knows? Now, it might happen that he suddenly learns how to play. The chances for this are quite slim. But there is a possibility. In that case, what happens? In that case, yeah, he won. Because he opened his wallet, and I cannot do much. Now, I'll show you where I have my edge. My main edge. It's here in the guild. One thing that I started doing is that I checked out the stats. Right now I'm placing 3rd, and I figured out that the reason why I'm placing 3rd altogether is because I have a deal with Marcus that we give each other 6 arrows every single day. So this is the name of the game, and I figured out that Windry specifically has not played this game for months. Has been at 20,000 score for months. So, sure enough, you know what to do. I'll just show you what I usually do. So I get the boss. It's quite straightforward. Aim for like below the fin of this whale. Ironic that we're orienting ourselves towards a whale, right? So it takes 50 something arrows, and then you go nuts as soon as you see a good enough unit, or there are enough units in the battlefield. There you go. So now we go nuts. Unfortunately, it's a bit harder with a mouse than with a computer, because, or not with a mobile phone, because with a phone you can have 2 fingers and shoot both left and right. Okay, so this is one small edge because we need these units anyway. And the reason why I'm strategizing is that I'm upgrading this because I know that this is a game that Windry doesn't play. There you go. So I'm upgrading this on purpose so that I gain more in areas that my opponent doesn't care about. Also, Wishing Fountain, I figured out that I can level up my main units because my opponents sometimes donate. So now I'm asking a bit too much. Maybe people won't donate. But if they will, then it's not a bad thing. This is like a regular habit. And then I'll show you how I play this game in the next video on the same day. Watch out for it because Guild Adventure is one of the most interesting plays.